Hello everybody, I'm Brian Daniels with Dragon Blogger, and on this review, I am going to be showcasing and reviewing the Samsung QN90, and this is the 65-inch version of the TV. And before I get started with this review, I want to thank the fine folks at Samsung for providing me this TV for review purposes. I do not get to keep this TV. This is just a loaner that they sent out to me. So, huge thanks to Samsung for providing me this unit for review purposes. Now, this is a 4K TV that will run up to 120 FPS if you're watching something that will do that, specifically more for gaming purposes. Now, I do have this connected to an Xbox Series X, and the gameplay on here on an Xbox Series X looks great, especially for titles that run at 120 FPS or 4K at 60 FPS. Now you're seeing right now a video shot in 4K. Now I know it's not going to translate quite as well as it normally would if you were here in person, but I will say what I like about the QLED versus the OLED is just how bright the picture quality is. Also, Samsung has some really great viewing angles on this TV, so you know, if you have a couch or a recliner and you're not sitting at this straight on, you're still going to get some excellent viewing angles from this, no matter where you're seated at. Now, I do want to show you guys the remote. So this is the remote. You probably can't see that very well. Let me let me see here. But this is the remote that comes with the TV, and it's got some buttons there. You guys can see that. And actually, let me... Oh, man. Hold on. There we go. So there's the remote that comes with this TV. And you guys see it's got some very simple buttons there. It's got some hotkeys for Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Samsung TV Plus. A home key. And it also is charged by solar panel, and you can actually charge this TV that way, or sorry, charge the remote this way, but it also has a USB-C plug-in to be able to charge it. Now, the good thing about this remote too, it also has a button to let you press if you want to search for things, but you can also, it has Alexa built in, so you can say, "Hey Alexa," and you see it comes up there, and you can search for whatever you want by using that. Now, I will say the problem with that, though, is just like any other assistant you would use, if you happen to say something that sounds like the name, it will pop up, and it does turn the sound down. That's the only minor critic I have of that. This TV has great black levels, has great sharp levels. It's the brightness, though, that I really love the most about this particular unit. It also has some built-in features. You can see here I'm watching this video on the YouTube app via the Xbox Series X. And right now it's at 3840 by 2160. It does have variable refresh rate via FreeSync Premium. And it says the signal is running at 120 FPS, but this video is not at 120 FPS. Now, what's great about this, too, is it has a feature called Game Mode. And it has a game bar at the bottom. You can see that there. And right now it's telling you that I'm running this at the fastest input lag. It's at 60 FPS. No HDR. I do have variable refresh rate on VSync Premium, or I'm sorry, FreeSync Premium. And then there's some options here you can mess with as well, like troubleshooting, game mode settings that you can see here. So if you want to adjust and use some, there are some expert mode settings as well if you don't want to use that. It also has what's called an intelligent mode, which I'll show you guys, and that's right here. So if you want to use it right out of the box with intelligent mode on, you can. And honestly, I recommend doing so. I think this TV works fantastic out of the box. Now, this is the 65-inch version of this TV. It does have an 85-inch, a 75-inch, and as low as a 55-inch at various price points, with as high as retailing at $2,600, not more. Now, Samsung's website does have sales on this TV from time to time, so you can get this on sale and save a few $100s. What I do like about this here too is, let me get zoomed in a little bit, is the sources on here you can play around with. So you've got your Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Hulu, and etc. But what's really cool about this is when you have something plugged in, like a game console, it'll actually recognize it. So you can see I have my Switch in one of the four HDMI ports. My Xbox, which is kind of crazy, it even shows you a trailer for the new Back 4 Blood game. That's kind of neat. What's weird though is I have my PS4 plugged into HDMI 3, and it says unknown, so I don't know what that's all about. Kind of weird. This does look really great on gaming, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys some gameplay right now. Alright, so right now I'm playing Dirt 5, and this is running on the Xbox Series X, and you'll be able to see just how good this looks here. And of course, being on video doesn't really do it much justice, but I am playing this in 120 FPS on my Xbox Series X. And there are a lot of games in the Series X, such as like Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy. You can play those games on 120 FPS. Halo Master Chief Collection works really well on here as well. Gears 5, another great game. Looks amazing on this console. All support a high frame rate mode of 120 FPS. Alright, let's pause this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the game mode here, the game bar, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So if you hold down, you probably can't really see it too well, the play pause button. So you see in real time, you know the stats here. So it's 119 FPS, 120. HDR is on. VSync Premium VRR is on, and there you have it. Now, I know a lot of people say OLEDs are amazing TVs, and without a doubt, they are very, very impressive with their contrast, their sharp level, their black levels, and things like that. But I will say that this QLED TV, or what Samsung calls the Quantum LED, is right up there with some of the best OLED TVs that you can buy, such as the LG OLED TVs, sorry. And now, unfortunately, I don't have any TVs or other TVs here to compare this to, but I will say if you're looking for a really great TV that you don't have to worry about any burn-in or anything like that, this is a fantastic TV for you to go with. Also does come with lots of smart options. You can search with Alexa. You also don't have to use Alexa. You can also use the built-in Bixby, or you can use Google Assistant, so you can choose between one of those three options as well. And you can see here lots of movies, lots of free TV if you have the internet at home, which I'm sure most of you do if you're watching this video. Have some great movies you can watch for free and some TV with Samsung TV Plus. Anyway, do I recommend this TV? Absolutely. It's got some great views. I've had this now for quite a few months, and thanks for Samsung for being so understanding of my situations, but for letting me keep the TV for this long and being able to do a proper review. But do yourself a favor, go out and pick this up. This is Samsung's flagship TV. It'll cost you somewhere around $2,600. This kind of depends on what size you want. You do get 4 HDMI ports in the back. It also has a what I'd call a floating TV stand in the middle there, so it does look like it's kind of floating. You can kind of see it down there at the bottom. Up, it does actually work well for those that have a sound bar. So if you're looking for a TV that's going to give you some room for a sound bar underneath, this is also a perfect option. And also, I love the remote. This remote is great. I've never had this remote die on me because it will charge with natural light used in the home. Other than that, this is my review of the Samsung QN90A. This is the 65-inch, but you can go up to a 85-inch. Starts out at a 55-inch. You can go get this at any of your local retailers, including Best Buy and Target. And other than that, thanks again for Samsung providing this TV for me for review. If you're looking for other great reviews on many other products, you can find them right here on Dragon Blogger. And I've done a ton of reviews, and I'll have even more reviews for you guys. Until then, see you guys.